that cover drive. There's the big fella. Stands about 6'6", 6'7". And it was outstanding, the opening 6 overs. So their partnership overall 58.
They say the first 6 overs in T20 are critical. And I think they've passed that critical test with flying colours. Oh, good shot. What a shot. It's a 6, a flat 6. Sangakkara must love it. Multan Sultan's off to a boom boom start.
The flick of the wrists gave it the extra zip on it. He really did extend through it, the wrist flicking. And the 2 men back, but he intercepted right in the middle of both of them. And over the rope it went. Sangakkara is in Midas touch.
Steep learning curve for somebody like Shaheen Shah Afridi, who of course had that wonderful first-class debut. He picked up 8 for 39, I think it might have been, but here he is bowling to one of the greats of the game. And you learn where not to bowl it, or he should learn where not to bowl it.
Well, he should have a good teacher in Brendan McCullum, because McCullum thinks aggressively. He's an aggressive young fast bowler, but it's also about doing it with a sense of balance. And I think what he's trying to do is to bulldoze the batsman with sheer force of his deliveries, with sheer pace, and it hasn't worked so far. None for 24 in 1.3 overs. What about a slower ball? What about change of pace, variation? That can be an aggressive way of thinking as well in T20 cricket.
I love the old timer. I know the experience we talk about with the likes of Sangakkara and Kevin Peterson earlier. We didn't see the best of KP earlier, but the technique that Sangakkara holds is quite technical. It's quite orthodox. And he gets there. The old legs are still running quickly enough as well. And it serves him so well. And just goes to show, with all the interesting techniques and all the massive hitting that we see, with getting rid of that front leg and extraordinary stroke play, he does it still in an orthodox fashion. And you can see the value of having a good base and foundation of batting. It still works here.
Shouldn't he struggle playing through the offside with that kind of a stance? Because he is very good through the leg side, but may lose a bit of force while driving the ball through the offside.
That's the end of the over. That's 8 done. 60.
Hello.
Sangakkara inside out. It's a lovely shot over extra. Trademark Sangakkara.
Yeah, that's the area that he really does love. And when you see him hop to the onside, he didn't so much there because he had the width to work with. He loves going there. And at the moment there, he just shuffled slightly, didn't he? He opened it up and he just pumped it over cover into extra cover. Brilliant.
Something different as well.
It doesn't need to do that because it's not a natural when it comes to improvisation. It's just a fantastic regular striker. Move for $1 million. Head and shoulders dance.
Don't you do that? No.
I
wouldn't want to mess around with that water. Head you have
it
there.
takes me full 48 hours to get it settled.
I'd love hair like yours. You'd use half a bottle, wouldn't you, getting hair shampoo through that? You've got so much hair.
Losing them fast.
Oh,
The last bit is on view.
Yes. It's all yours.
It's heaves it lakeside this time. Sangakkara's just starting to open up. Oh, John Gloucester. John Gloucester with the qalanders. Got much travel, John Gloucester, physiotherapist. And Sangakkara, just feel, Ramiz, is just beginning to open up here, looking for different areas. Shazad doesn't quite get there.
I like this battle though. Fascinating to see so many leg spinners now bowling in T20 cricket. Makes the game that much more happening and watchable. Such a great art, leg spin bowling. Good feeling there for the body. He's just bowling a little too flat.
He's got this one through, just a fraction wide from Raza.
Yeah, he would want to match Kumar Sangakkara's skill for skill. That's such a high quality cut shot. He's quick, a little wide, and leaning on to that line length and top of the ball, good roll of the wrist, fantastic cut shot.
Just see a fist pump after that, he's pumped. That good fielding to finish off the last over was a similar shot, and he probably thought he got it through. This time he waited just a little bit longer. We're seeing quality cricket shots. It's what the basis of this stand is.
Partnership of 79 between Shazad and Sangha. Has he got there? Has he hit it well enough? He has. He really has caught it with a dance down the pitch.
Look at the range, a cut shot followed by a blistering straight drive and great use of the feet also. He's completely trusting the pitch. There's no spin on the ball. And so you can hit a shot like that, but great execution.
Two's the call, they're going back for the second. And that's good running.
Too bad Ree's the two. There's 2 balls remaining, that's 10 from it. And they're already 85, so this is the 10th over now. They're set for a big one. Certainly looking to break that 150 cap that we've seen so far.
He's on the walk, and Brendan McCullum in that short extra position. Can't stop the single, but it's only one. I've just been reliably informed Ramesh, that you were involved with 3 century partnerships with Mudassir Nazar here. Oh no, Sharjah, just down the road. Really? Yes, you were. Well,
No idea.
Got to remember those ones, Ramesh. Far into the big ones.
It's good over this from the punt. 11 from it with a ball to go. There he is, it's your batting partner, your opening partner. Now, will they go back for two? They do. Excellent running again, and that will frustrate the bowler and Brendan McCullum.
Owner as well. Dear, I said a tad straighter and a tad shorter. It's taken that to the extreme. The Flam problem of being tall. It was short and skinny, that might be wide, but just too short.
He's nearly hit himself on the foot.
So just somewhere in between there, Danny. Although Showback would like that, surely. Seeing the ball short of the wicket going through with pace.
He certainly wasn't shy, was he, Shoaib? The short one?
I have to say, fastest bowler that I faced, Danny, Showback. So take it not face Danny Morrison.
You two need a double OB. Hey, with a run out on here.
We only got down to 5 wickets down against New Zealand when I was playing.
It was 3.
It was always the big brother leading the way, wasn't it? Actually, you would have been good on the show, Big Brother, I reckon, going in, spending some time with the cast. Were you an option?
Sadly, 12th man. Mr. Hit the carry the drinks. Time for Sangers. Almost a chop on. If he's going to get away with it as Sangakkara, pick up a single even.
Akuma almost chopping on the experience, man. He's watching the throw. Just get down the other end there, Kuma. You're a man of the match last night. Don't get run out. He's getting on, Flam. He needs to take care of himself. He didn't want that ball hit him. A flick to the onside. Freedy with a bit of nerves. Nice painting. Hulk's lost a lot of weight. The Hulk's got a lot of... Tell you what, he'd hit a big ball, wouldn't he? Don't make him angry.
It's Fardrana in the middle with a moustache. Wonderful party time last year.
Good pace there, 140 kilometres an hour. Just a fraction fuller would be ideal, but you can see there's a lot to work with. Must be nerves as well, making his T20 debut, PSL, big game, first over, so... But there is potential there.
Yeah, big headlines from Shaheen Shah Afridi. Made that debut in first class cricket. Took 8 for 39. Incredible.
This has been a very good start, hasn't it? Sultan. Hasn't been a lot of risks. Still 10 wickets in hand. Building nicely.
Sangakkara, the man in form, so not a lot of fuss right now for Multan. In the UAE, even in one-day cricket, one batsman has to bat long. It's not a case where every batsman come in and start hitting from the word go. So if Sangakkara is in good form, he needs to carry on and it'll become easier for him previous game. Saying that, Narayan has a good record here in the PSL. Pepsi catch across, Sangakkara will try and hit him out of the ground and maybe he'll get lucky.
That one turned though, went across, create some doubt, moving across the crease, providing a moving target. We just noticed last night how much he clears that front leg these days, Kumar Sangakkara. A lot of the bottom hand. See on this occasion, Narayan, very crafty though, follows him, gives him no whip, cramping him for room.
Oh, bit of luck. You need that in this game or any form of cricket. Ends up getting a couple. Does Shazad. Narayan has been successful here, but the key when he bowls is that he bowls into the pitch. Doesn't float it up. He'll bowl back of a length. He'll get it to spin there or hold up there, and that's why he's been so successful.
And just creating a bit of doubt when it's just moving a little bit both ways as well. And bowling the power play, so far economical in this over, just the 4 off.
The shimmy. And good stuff from Baz McCallum. So 4 off that. It's 36 without loss. A lot of my colleagues. Commentary box, Mr. Fazir Rahman. Just another lefty flank.
Love the fizz, mixes it up. Modern day T20 bowler. Love watching him go about his work. How's he going to start here to Sangakkara? Pretty good fielding off his own bowling. Good start.
Very good limited overs bowler, and this condition will suit him as well. Bowls a lot of cutters, bowls that slow delivery and mixes it up. And with the ball holding up, he becomes doubly effective.
Yeah, almost his full speed delivery is his variety. Everything else is mixed up. Left arm smorgasbord, you get the lot.
Oh, hello. Too hot to handle. Oh, let's just keep climbing and issues if you're not the tallest keeper going around. Akmal. Need to get airborne there, Umar.
Let's just have a look at this one. Good carry. There's always been good carry, hasn't there, in the last 2 days in this pitch. Get good effort for the fast bowlers. Keepers need to be ready though.
He's not a regular. Not anymore. He just keeps in these T20 formats sometimes. This was the issue during the draft, that people thought that Lahore Qalandars haven't picked a keeper. Baz McCullum doesn't keep now, and Umar Akmal only does it occasionally. So will that hurt them? They've got Gulrez Sadaf as the keeper, but they don't really want to play. They want to play Umar Akmal because he'll add that depth to the batting.
Yeah, and the longer the toes, it'll get tough, won't it? Narayan on turning tracks, and Mustafa's, he bowls a lot of cutters, as you said. They'll be gripping as the grass goes off this pitch here. There's a slow ball. Just be a single.
Well, after Chris Lynn's injury, they've called in Ramdin, so that's the wicketkeeper there. You want to watch the game exclusively live in Pakistan, cricketgateway.pk, and for international viewers it's cricketgateway.com.
Too easy, too often, and it's almost gone for 6. One bounce for 4 from Sangers.
That was a beautifully timed shot there from Sangakkara. Last night we saw him, bashing a few through the leg side, but that's classic Sangakkara. Just good timing, hitting the gap, and as you said, Danny, it's almost gone for 6.
Certainly enjoyed that, the timing on that. He's got the pace of the pitch. I think the first innings where he got runs in that first game has helped him here as well. 19 or 14.
And again, no timing on this occasion. 5 overs bowled. It's 46 without loss now.
Multan Sultan's 46 for no wicket. We've just started the 6th over here. Ahmed Shahzad 17 from 16. He's got 2 fours.
Better than Karachi firstly, then they want to win this PSL. Last 12 months there's been a lot of work done by Lahore Qalandars, a lot of talent hunts, a lot of activations, and now they want results.
Yeah, a little bit different tonight now for Sangakkara. It's not like he's pacing in a run chase, where he knows what he's got to keep meeting in terms of the runs. He'll be disappointed if they don't get that big total after the start. So that unknown setting up of a total, and he will just keep going and pressing on and not getting too subdued here. Already that current run rate has come back to, at the end of the 20th, 153, so Lahore pulling it back.
It just seems tonight, especially, that with the new ball is the best time to bat, because once it it goes a little softer, it's starting to grip a little, and it's not as easy to get those boundaries away.
No ball soon on the right. Making runs off the last 3 overs. They're fighting back here. Lahore, it's 99 for 2. Mixing up the bowlers, Brendan McCullum. As you have to. Shahab Malik goes big and long, and it's gone all the way. 100 up in style from Shahab Malik.
Love's going downtown. Very quick with those feet. Very quick to get down the wicket and extend those arms. We've seen this lots of times, this time over cover. Boom.
He's good though, yes, says Shah. He tosses the next one up. He's sort of saying, okay, try again. I'll back you for a miss hit. Just getting into shape away. I'm not sure he's trying a right to left spin too much though. He's tossing it up and trying to really rip a leg spinner. Hoping for the same shot. Leading edge to the man in the deep. Backward point. But Malik was superb. He came early. And the flourish of the bat.
Yeah, very quick down the wicket and very quick off the bat as well. 115 Ks. Goes so quickly down the track. That's a secret that he plays the spinner so well. Depth of the crease and down the track.
Yeah, a lot of batting. That is for sure. Got one for the stats gurus here. 3 power players that have been around a long time. Certain Kumar Sangakkara, Shahab Malik and Kieron Pollard. Well, they won't be doing this. This is the head and shoulders. Move for $1 million. Oh, do the danger-free move. Come to the dance floor and learn how to boogie. And Michael Slater class on the dance floor. Yeah, just on about those. Malik, Sangakkara and Pollard, they've scored over 22,000 runs, the three of them, between the three of them. Not one of them has got 100 in this fabulous format. Credible. All those runs, not one of those star players has got 100. Whew. Oh, yeah, we've got
End of the Gulutlo strategic timeout. The Multan Sultans. Well, they got off to a bit of a flyer. 53 inside the power play, the first 6. Lost a couple of wickets between then and now. An old VIP scenario, eh? Enjoying yourself, gentlemen. On the deck there, and if it gets a little too warm, you can pop inside for the air conditioning. A little bit of cool and cool. VIP box, just to hide in there. So go at 9s there, they'll get over that 160. Go at 10 or 11, you're going to get plus 170. Bit of cricketgateway.pk if you're streaming this in Pakistan. If you're around the globe, it's cricketgateway.com for international viewers. Oh, nice little bit of seam up. You can see that from here. Very lively in his run-up, isn't he? And there he's got this quick action as well. Multan will be looking at least 10 and over. They've built it up nicely. Just under 6 overs to go and just 2 wickets down. It's time for a selfie and time for Multan to go. And we got Sangakkara eyeing up another half century as he did from last night. Not far away. Shoaib Malik's been out there for just a little bit. Got into the teens, and can he kick on? Partnership is just starting. We can predict the win viz very much in favour of the batting side. And that is as clean as you like. Yeah, sensational from Sangakkara. He's only 4 away from another half century. Likes to give himself a little bit of room on the onside, and that one was chasing him. He would like to extend the arms over extra cover, but then he goes with it and absolutely hammers it. Class act. Almost as if waiting for that short delivery to smack on the onside. The deep mid wicket goes out, so a lot of protection on the onside now. That's better, a Yorker. I just went through the legs. Just nailed that Yorker. Yeah, the bowler's following him, trying to chase him, so he can just stay still here, Sangakkara, and double bluff. We've got a lot of wickets off the short ball, 13 wickets out of 20, and they've used the short ball. Different wicket, but also Multan have those left armers who'll smash it in the wicket, and we'll wait for that as well. No, it's just too easy. Kumar Sangakkara with a half century to go with the one last night. Nicely played. Early form, and it's a perfect way to start any tournament. You get off to a fly, you can roll that into the second game. But here's the double bluff. Here's the experience against a youngster. Outside leg stump. He knew exactly where the ball was coming. Still had to execute it like that. Brilliant. Yeah, it's his 4th half century in PSL, and only Shahzad and Umar Akmal have got more. They've got 5 each. So Sangers is hunting them down. Oh, and he misses out. And so does Akmal. Oh dear. The part-time keeper BK. Yeah. It's a difficult take, but doesn't help if you're a part-timer. As McCullum doesn't keep anymore. Umar Akmal doing the job. And pressure on. Sangakkara has really ramped it up. Well, extras are 15. And the buys are 8 of those, so you've got a little cameo there in extras. So
You'll see how that hurts them down the track as well.
Yeah, 7 in the wides. And look at that, 8 buys against Umar Akmal. And again, he helps himself, does Kumar Sangakkara. Big over, 17 off the 15th. It's 1-2-7 for 2 now.
In red hot form is Kumar Sangakkara, 54 of 39. Selfie moment for loads of them. Hassan Raza coming on to bowl left arm spinner. He's on his PSL debut, by the way. Lost for a while in Wilderness, then making a comeback. Doesn't spin the ball much, but he's accurate, and I've mentioned it before, temperamentally very strong. He's a fighter. That's the reason why Brendan McCullum wanted to have him in the squad.
That was pretty quick too for a left arm orthodox. That looked like it was just out the front of the hand a little bit. So just challenging the batsman to play a horizontal shot. What about Kumar Sangakkara? 54 off 39 deliveries. Quicker one, short. And then out there at mid-wicket for protection. But backing up 2 nights in a row. Been great to watch Sangakkara.
I think what is really clever about Sangakkara's batting is that he's made little change in his style and his stance, and it has worked. So not only a gifted batsman, but also a very, very intelligent batsman, thinking about his game all the time and adapting and adjusting.
I just think one of the most astonishing things about Sangakkara is he's just come off the back of he was the player of the tournament in Hong Kong, the new tournament there called the Blitz. And you can watch cricketgateway.pk, and you probably will watch Sangakkara get. And I hope he gets a big one here. Whoopsie, what's he doing there? But teams would have watched those performances. They would have watched Sangakkara batting. They would have seen how he plays, and yet he still does his own thing. He still bats the way that he dominates bowlers, and he just does his own thing. It sets out his stall, and whatever they do, he finds a way.
For advancement, he looks like he's hit that right in the screws. That's a maximum. That's gone way back. So power from both ends now.
Yeah, he's so good at hitting the ball straight down and brilliant against spinners. Shoaib Malik there dancing down the crease, and have a look at that big shot. Clean as a whistle. Mighty and glorious.
Wonder if it's a bit too predictable, just banging it into the pitch on a short length.
You got to look for spin. Sometime during your spell, it's just becoming too predictable. You're right, Fred. 138 for 2.
Pepsi Battle of the Bands.
Well, Bravo was named in the team list one before Pollard, but what would you do, Flem? Toss up?
Pollard for me. He's the one that can find the boundary at will.
Look out for variations. Mustafizer is back on in. Sangakkara has been flowing, very intelligent, making room, hitting the ball crisply down the track, lifting it over cover. That was solid strike. Then a pull shot, went flat for 6. Another pull shot, massive innings. Bit of improvisation, adding colour to his innings.
And what I enjoyed was actually in the Australian Big Bash last year, he was dropped from the Hobart Hurricane team. He couldn't score any runs, and he's a legend of the game and he can retire. No, he's still hungry, and he's actually innovative and grown his game in the last 12 months. T20 game, and we're seeing the best of it in the first 2 nights.
It's a big call to drop him, isn't it?
Massive, majestic, catch it! Pepsi Casacaro, it's crossed. Would you believe it? It hit the second tier.
Asking for the variations. He's tried to follow him, hasn't he? The fizz and the ball. Let's have a look at it. Wow, we have a lift off. That's gone miles and it just made a loud noise straight off the bat. He must have enjoyed hitting that one.
It was the broadest grin on the face of Shoaib Malik at the other end. He couldn't quite believe how far it had gone.
Goes again this time. Kind of a miscue hit, but earns in a single, but still has the strength and the timing to mow the ball like this. Have a look at this one, sent into the orbit.
Ooh, yeah, leaving the bat at 138 miles an hour.
It's interesting when you bowl that full speed delivery, it really has to be a Yorker or a bouncer. If you bowl like short of a length, good length, it just goes.
Oh, that's the ball to bowl. Yorker, directed, I think he's got Sangha. It is going to be extremely close. They've gone upstairs. He looks assured enough. Oh, he's made his ground. Bat was grounded, and so good technique by Sangakkara. Direct hit, very safe.
Talking about the new power and innovation, but he's doing the basics well too, Kumar Sangakkara. I think he should be safe there.
I think he's in. Just want to be 100% sure that they're making the right decision. Maybe more than 100%. It's taking a bit of time. Yeah, they're all ready actually. The fielders, not pushed.
Well, the entire field has deployed themselves ready for the next delivery. I think you'll find this is not out.
Good call.
Another one for workout. Just nailing it again. That was a good delivery though from the fizz. It's got plenty of varieties.
Will he try another slow delivery? Let's see. Yorker is a better bet. Better option. Short ball that's gone up in the air. Will this be taken? Should be taken. Easily done. Fakhar Zaman has gone a bit of hand. No dramas whatsoever, but Kumar Sangakkara once again lighting up the field with his electric fire play. Safe hands, Jubilee Insurance. Yeah, you want to maybe to slice it past one, not to be. 63 of 44, 147 for 3, the Sultans. Taking strike, 30 years of age. Right for such situations.
This is the last ball of the 17th. Narayan has one to go. With Pollard in, I just wonder whether Brendan McCullum might risk it.
Stylishly played for a run. That's a I would get him on. A very good innings. 27 from 19. Narayan is on. Oh, into the gap. That's a beautiful shot. Because normally at this stage of the game, you're looking to hit the ball hard and down the ground, and so you forget about the subtleties. 150, and the truck has been kept very busy.
How late did he play? He was almost past the stumps. And good execution. There's two men behind point, or three men in that area, and he missed it. Picked up 4.
And there's that big shot. Catch it, somebody. I think, yeah, he's taking it. Pepsi gets it. We have a winner. 21 sixes, yes, that man in Glacial Alchemies.
Happy 21st. That was in the slot too, wasn't it? He bowled a fraction short, he adjusted, and Cheryl Malik knew it was going to happen, and that is a fine catch to that gentleman. Pepsi catch a crawl. Happy days.
Left-handed, one-handed. Pollard. He's packing off. He's not looking too happy. I think it's a direct hit from Yasir Shah, and you know that direct hits could be lethal. Is he shot? Is he shot? Yeah, he's clearly shot. This should be a straightforward decision. Out. Yasir Shah with good feeling, getting rid of. He's a good player. A bit of calypso flavor on offer here. Yeah, that's good batting. Get off the mark. Get Shoaib Malik back on strike.
Great throw by Yasir Shah, and Pollard out by 2 or 3 inches. Yeah, glad to see the back of him, the qalanders.
Direct hit. That would have been another run out for the fielding side.
Tommy Moody, the coach, has he going? Yes, he's sharp. He's on fire in the field. What about direct hits? Oh, he would have gone out by a mile. You know, what he's done well there, Flem, is Yasser Shah hasn't waited for the ball to come to him. He's gone to the ball. So he's made a yard or two, and that's critical. And you've got to collect it, and he's just done wonderfully. It's also the quick release, not a big wind-up.
That's enormous, really is a big six. We've got another one. So you're having a dry run, not anymore. The evening session has been a great one for the fans. We'll make that list of Pepsi catch a career.
Didn't it make a wonderful sound off the bat? 19th over. The Fizz. What a great swing of the bat this was.
Not if you're bowling, Wilco. He would have known right straight away that was going for six. It was just how far. Another good crowd catch. Pepsi. 1 crore. Oh, he had competition as well. Very good. Look at the disappointment on the man just around him as well.
Thankfully nobody fell. A very good grab, that. Athleticism at its best.
Well, 7 sixes in this innings. Might be a couple more to come. Bravo, 7 off 2 balls.
We saw Darren Bravo play some wonderful innings in the Caribbean Premier League, and he's a classical batsman. But my word, he can change gears and get runs so quickly. Gateway.pk.com, DarrenBravo.com. That didn't quite connect. Oh, that's good, isn't it, Ramiz?
Yeah, brilliant. Made a great sound. The finish wasn't bad at all. What a good catch, crowd catch.
Didn't go overboard, was he? Just a couple more of those, please.
Couldn't find the gap, so 2 dots. 2 Bravo, so start is not a bad one from Mustafiza.
Mustafiz has been good, 2 for 20. Winviz now, Sultan. Sultan's 91%, Wilco. 9 balls to go. 180, 190.
That's straight. Couldn't middle it, but he'll pick up 2 runs.
I think 9% there is doing Brendan McCullum a disservice, because when he gets in, that just obliterates that 9%. What do you reckon, Baz? Yeah, 9%, he's worth more than that. Ramiz, you'd have been here, wouldn't you, just a couple of years ago when Darren Bravo scored a century in a day-night test match?
Fantastic innings. On a spinning track, he played beautifully. Out of the rough, probably one of the really good innings. He drove Yasser Shah through the offside against the spin. Quality batsman. But he's had an up and down kind of a career in limited overs cricket. Not as consistent as he'd like to be.
You're talking about Brendan McCullum, isn't his highest score in T20 cricket, about 150? So they only chased 169 at this stage.
158.
And then there is Fakhar Zaman, let's not forget him. Umar Akmal also can belt the ball. So they've got a good batting side to chase down a target. Oh, that's excellent delivery. That really is top quality bowling from Mustafizur.
Easy Baisa Mubarak.
Making their mark. Won the first game on debut. And not looking bad at all in this one. 169 for 4. 6 balls left in the innings.
One over to go, and that last over from the Fizz was just outstanding. And this man, Tom Moody, knows all about Mustafizur. He went for it. Oh dear, now then, has he caught hold of this? I don't think he has. It's dropped like a bag of flour. Oh. Tom Moody knew a great head and a great nose for players who he knows can do the job. And he went for Mustafizur Rahman when he's with the Sunrisers Hyderabad and Rashid Khan. And his career, those careers of those two cricketers have just gone in a skywards direction.
Yeah, good eye for talent, Tom Moody. And so many cricketers like working with Tom Moody. Sangakkara hails him as a really good coach. He coached Sri Lanka when he was playing. Now, how cool is that? Beautiful shot. Just used the angle of the bowler and didn't try to hit it hard. That's where Shoaib Malik is so good. That was moment.
Shoaib Malik just getting that front leg out of the way. It was almost a perfect Yorker too from Shaheen, the youngster, 17 years of age, and he's having to close out this third game of the PSL. So he'll be better from the experience. The first ball was a good slow ball. That wasn't a bad wider Yorker.
Oh, it's gone up in the air. Oh, difficult one. It is a safe shot. And 2 runs.
It's a steep learning curve, isn't it, for Shaheen Shah Afridi. Well, he took 8 wickets on his first class debut, but this is his T20 debut. He's gone 0 for 33. He's finishing off the job for the qalanders, so it's so tough. I mean, he looks reasonably composed. He can he's got 3 balls to go to finish.
Really is a very good delivery. Not showing any emotions. Not being hurt at all by Shoaib Malik. I will bowl the last over, and Brendan McCullum is trusting his temperament.
That's what Brendan McCullum always does as captain, and he's very proactive and backs his players. Doesn't matter about the age, but that's a brilliant Yorker, just cramping him for room. If he'd missed it, would have hit middle on leg. But now Bravo, who's already shown some big power, 1 massive 6 in the previous over, Can he load up again?
Oh, gone. Shoaib Malik has run out. That's good work done by Morocco. At long last, some respite for the keeper. They've been good at hitting the stumps. Qalanders.
Well, that's all right, but you've got to give credit to the bowler as well, the young Shaheen Shah Afridi. He's made Darren Bravo can't score from this. And that put pressure on Shoaib Malik. So Malik has played another good innings. 40.
Gets a Yorker from Afridi. I think it really has been a very good over from the 17-year-old. 179 for the loss of 5 after 20 overs.
टीम तो नहीं है लेकिन ऑल दिस गोल्ड संगा एक लेजेंड है जिस तरह शोएब भाई ने आप बात की तो वन ऑफ द बेस्ट बैट्समैन है इस टाइम T20 का तो मेरे ख्याल में वो तो सीनियर है और बाकी भी पोलार्ड हो गए ब्राउ वगैरह हो गए शोएब भाई वगैरह हो गए तो मोस्ट सीनियर प्लेयर टीम नहीं है तो इसलिए परफॉर्म अच्छा कर रहे हैं और कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि अच्छा से अच्छा करें।
अच्छा, bowling wise you have somebody like वसीम अकरम जो कि एक मेंटोर के तौर पे जो है, हमें पता ही है कि उनकी टिप्स से कितना फायदा होता है। उन्होंने आपको क्या क्या टिप्स दी हैं?
अभी तो इतना काम नहीं किया, लेकिन सिर्फ जितना काम किया तो मेरे ख्याल में इनफ तो नहीं कह सकता, लेकिन बहुत कुछ है जो सीखने का है। अभी और भी 3-4 वीक रहते हैं तो इंशाल्लाह कोशिश करेंगे जितना अच्छा उससे कुछ ना कुछ सीख ले।
क्या लगता है कि टारगेट काफी
डिपेंड ऑन T20, क्योंकि वो हेटर है, अगर कोई उनका चल गए तो वो भी जीत सकते हैं, लेकिन जिस तरीके से हमारी बॉलिंग है तो इंशाल्लाह कोशिश करेंगे कि डिपेंड कर ले।
चलें, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया जुनैद एंड ऑल द बेस्ट।
थैंक यू।
Right, and Multan Sultan's 179 for the loss of 5. Sangakkara with a brilliant 63. Shahzad looked good in 38. And Shoaib Malik 48 from 28. 179 for the loss of 5. The bowlers did a reasonably good job. Mustafizur was excellent. In the last couple of overs proved to be really fruitful for the Lahore qalanders. Right, what we have is a run chase. We have 180 of 20 overs at 9 RPO. We'll take a short break and come back very soon.
you know,